Hey, howdy, everybody. Welcome back to the Streaming Sofa. Good evening and happy Tuesday. Yes, it is a Tuesday in September during our jam-packed PlayStation month, which means it is another demo disc dive evening. Once again, we are going to delve into the world of gamer jackets, ping pong balls, and outdated slang to see just what a magical time the 90s were in the age of the PS1. I have been looking forward to this since last week. I have been these demo discs are so wonderful. They are such beautiful little peeks behind the curtain into the past. Which truly, oh my goodness gracious, Milano, hello. Thank you for the raid, just in time. I just started yapping. Welcome in, thank you. In case you guys haven't missed it, I was just on Valeno's channel last night playing Machinarium with him and having a good time. It was a very different kind of game and a very different kind of energy for us, and I enjoyed it a great deal. So, you know, for those of you who are already here, go check out Valeno's channel and go check out that VOD. You can listen to us talk about the artistic merits of Star Wars for 45 goddamn minutes for what was genuinely the 5th or 6th time we've had that conversation. Good stuff all around. But thank you very much for the raid, my friend. I do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed your 2x KO. I don't even know. Was that a fighting game gotcha? I don't know. It's ridiculous how often we collab for how little our actual like go-to gaming preferences overlap. The League of Legends fighting game. Okay, a combination of words that do not enter my brain. Well, I hope you enjoyed your time with it at least. We are about to go on a journey. The chat was really polite. It was eerie. That is strange. The idea of having a nice chat with both League of Legends and fighting game as the genre feels impossible. You may have experienced a statistical anomaly, as a matter of fact. So congratulations on making history. Speaking of history, we are doing another history lesson today as we look back on the PlayStation Underground demo discs, a line of demo discs released for the PS1, showcasing the latest and greatest in what was coming out on Sony's flagship console. A flagship console which turns 30 years old today. It is the PS1's birthday, and there was no way I was going to miss it. You know, we have to stream on the PS1's birthday. Are you kidding? It's one of the consoles that made me who I am. And I say that without a shred of sarcasm. Truly, the PS1 was a massive influence on me. And in some ways continues to be. I am always discovering new stuff and fun secrets, and it's such an interesting history in general, just from its inception to its release. And as we, start slowly moving out of the indie horror, really focusing on the PS1 aesthetic, we have maybe a year or two left on that. I very much am glad to have this opportunity to celebrate everything that it did for us. So kick back, get cozy, grab your Mountain Dew and Andy's hot fries before they changed them, and get ready for some demo diving. As before, the focus is going to be on more of the multimedia stuff on these discs, not so much the actual demos themselves. If we want to play demos, we can play the games, right? We are no longer bound by the limitations of games that we own physical copies of. It is now easier than ever to play old games. It is conversely harder than ever to find some of these old ass videos that were put together for marketing materials for a very specific month and a very specific time. In the case of PlayStation Underground, it was a seasonal periodical, so I believe it was every 3 months. But the point stands. These were very like time and place. Like these were videos like today when an announcement video or a dev interview gets posted on YouTube, it's useful for about 72 hours, then it's on to the next thing. You know, like media has become so quickly digestible and then rendered useless that none of these things really have the same impact anymore. You know, like we have to do like this whole like big like games awards bullshit in order for anyone to really sit down and pay attention, because there's just so much other stuff you can see. Not the case in the 90s, not at all the case, where you were just waiting, just salivating by your mailbox, just eagerly anticipating the next drip feed of information you're gonna get, because that was all you had for a while. So I will tease you no longer with this. We're gonna pick up right where we left off, at least as best as I think we can. So we looked at PlayStation Underground volumes 1 and 2 last week. This is now where it gets. We've learned to expect it. Exactly. Yeah. Now we have announcements of announcements. You know, like we have announcements of teaser trailers, and then get upset when they don't announce the next Smash character. Like yeah. Different times. We were living in different times. Yeah. So we looked at PlayStation Underground Volume 1 and 2 last week. It now gets a little thorny because now they're numbered like issue 2.1, volume 2, issue 2. Like the naming convention, I genuinely don't know if like these discs have just been like poorly titled as part of their uploads, or if the naming convention was in fact this willy-nilly at the time. So if there are any repeats tonight, I do apologize. We will quickly move on from them, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it's all new stuff this evening. So let's say goodbye to the tunes and let's get into the next volume of PlayStation Underground. We'll probably be able to tell pretty quickly if this happens to be a thing that we've seen already. If it mostly focuses on Twisted Metal. MST3K, we're already full banger.
Hi everyone, Mike Nelson here from Sci-Fi Channel's Mystery Science Theater 3.
This is not my audio fucking up right now. This is the level of compression that is on this.
Along with Pro-T Robot.
Can't talk, must play.
And Tom Servo.
Block, kick, punch.
The good folks at PlayStation Underground asked us to take a look at some of their work from the past year.
Yeah, meaning they bought us off with a bunch of PlayStations. And a mess of neat games.
And we're going to head in the theater in a minute, but first I just want to get one more goal at NHL Face-Off 98.
Meaning you fairly stink at it.
Hey.
Man, my arms don't work, and I'm doing better than you. Jump, kick, turn.
Yeah, Mike, why don't you go back to playing Pong?
Yeah, face it, Bob. You'll never master the subtle power of Parappa the Rapper.
Or the lightning-fast reflexes of Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, really, Crow? Is that why Crash keeps getting pummeled by penguins, huh?
Well, it's slippery in there. Hey, come on, Bandicoot, you big thing.
And, Tom, I noticed your onion head guy has fallen down a lot and, well, farted.
Yeah, I want him to do that, okay?
Well, don't get cocky. It's going to get rocky. We're going to head into the theater now. It's
Underground
time!
We got money sign. Oh my god, this is awesome. This kicks ass.
Oh, this must be the Michael Collins video game.
The story of the University of PlayStation.
I majored in sitting on my can and not getting a damn thing done.
Oh, Minnesota.
Communication enabled.
Enabled? You gotta be kidding. I've got nothing but snow here.
What's going on? I thought we had a lock.
I don't know.
Okay, so they're doing a roast of their previous issue of the first issue's intro, which is insane.
We're through the firewall, have full control of the tower. The logo was up and looking good, then nothing.
Hey, what's happening back there? We lost the whole transmission.
Hold on. I'm running a system diagnostic.
You know, if your animation is getting its butt kicked by Clutch Cargo, you're in trouble.
Still up? Modulation is within limits. Let me check this satellite.
Gumby and Pokey, what do you got for me?
Got it. Tracking is off. I'm gonna realign.
We'll dial it in and let's get back online. We don't want underground members seeing this snow when they try to get the transmission.
Dirk Digital.
You got the wrong bird. Unless we're
Can I just point out how insane this is? I was these guys last week, and now I'm watching them do what I was doing, and now doing commentary over that. This is the internet is an Ouroboros.
transmitting Spunko's commercials.
Hang on.
Hang on. We're hanging on dead air. Let's go.
Okay, I'm reestablishing the lock. Picture should be clearing up.
Good, because if you show a Spunko commercial, I'm running for the exit.
And now, Scream 14.
Ready and action.
From Sony's space... From...
Wrong, Sir John Giel bad.
I thought that. From Sony's PlayStation comes the greatest hits. All your favorite...
See why we like fake people better?
From Sony's...
I need to apologize. The audio isn't fucked. It launched twice. For whatever reason, the emulator launched twice, so it has been literally playing 2 copies of this at the exact same timing. So I guess if there's any question about, you know, like the state of emulation and how accurate it is, that's pretty goddamn accurate.
Lady's dead, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
This immediately sounds
From
better.
Sony's PlayStation comes the greatest hits. All your old favorites.
Like the soft sounds of...
Which one of these two is Al Lewis? You decide.
The gentle crack of Sophia's whip.
Even the hilarious antics of Sweet Tooth, that marvelous clown.
And all for just 20...
This is the worst Mentos ad I've ever seen.
From Sony's PlayStation comes the greatest hits.
Like the soft sounds of swarming missiles.
Save money by hiring mummies.
From Sony's PlayStation comes...
This must be a Scared Young video.
From Sony's...
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I really hit the mall walking this morning.
That's right. The PlayStation's a mere $149. You can also get lead...
Watch their love explode across the screen.
You can also get leading titles.
Like Crash Bandicoot and Jet Moto.
It's Moto. Jet Moto is your laxative.
Moto.
That's right. The PlayStation is a mere $149.
I lied. I'm not Hume Cronin.
Still roll, sorry, yes?
That's right. The PlayStation's a mere $149. You can also get leading...
You're not going to let robots make fun of this later, are you?
But wait.
Pull my finger.
Look, she's dreaming of Ed McMahon.
Oh.
PlayStation is a mere $149. And you can also get...
Oh, now I'll never get my show with Sinbad.
The PlayStation is a mere $149. And you can also get...
These two were a hit at the James Buchanan inauguration.
That's right. The PlayStation is a mere $149. You can get other leading... Oh, no,
She isn't giving me anything. I'm sorry.
That's right. The PlayStation is a mere $149. You can get leading...
Yeah, someone spiked his Sustical with rum, I think.
The PlayStation is a mere $149. And you can also get leading titles.
Like Crash...
Fudge. I must remember to make
You can
fudge.
also get leading titles.
Like Brash Bandicoot.
Like Snake Flicky Butt and Mush Peterbilt.
It's a party!
Get at it. Later, goons from PlayStation took them for a long ride.
This is surprisingly long.
Got you surrounded, Pie. Drop your filling and come out with your crust in the air.
Whoa, that's got to be the top of the Genie garage door opener line.
It's probably most of the disc.
Bill Gates' basement.
You're probably wondering why I brought you here, sir.
Everyone knows we've got one of those, Jenkins.
No, not that, sir. Over here.
Davidson's playing free cell again, sir.
Hey, stay off the floor. We just waxed it.
Would you just pick up the jar, Jenkins?
We found them playing it inside the ship.
Good God! It's a Marilyn Manson Christmas album.
Well, were you able to retrieve any information from it?
That's what I need to show you, sir.
And now, Gallagher, the movie.
Wow, Crash Bandicoot's doing all right for himself.
Okay, so this disc must actually be later in the. There's no way in like the third edition of the CD of the magazine they got the MST3K guys, right? Not that these guys are like massive celebrities or anything, but it's too early for this level of parody of yourself. And also, I think we're getting spoiled on like the other like CG intros to the other discs in this line. So I think this one is just straight up mislabeled. I don't know, but you know, we'll keep rocking and rolling this because the rest of the content is going to be different, obviously, on the disc itself. But yeah, we have definitely jumped ahead in time.
Was texture mapped and ray traced like a bowl full of jelly.
Oh, a right jolly old elf's life ended today in a modest Sherman Oaks home.
Santa can't feel his legs. Real gross. Santa sneezed.
Why, Barton Fink left a present.
For me?
It's for Santana. They spelt it wrong.
Someone got me a black hole. Ah!
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z, sold separately.
Jesus. Well, what a treat that was. Okay, it is volume 2, issue 1, so maybe the other ones were like, maybe it's, oh, okay, so maybe we should be on like volume 1, issue 3. I don't fucking know. I don't know. All right, so we got debriefing, we got behind the scenes, we got the download station, of course, research and development, tech Q&A, and the code archive, bulletins, and some imports. All right, let's start with the imports and see what potentially unreleased Japanese game they put on this thing here. Breath of Fire, we know what that is. Puyo Puyo Sun. Now listen, I know what Puyo Puyo is, and I fucking love me some Puyo Puyo. This demo cannot return to the main menu. You need to reset your PlayStation after playing. All right, well, let's get into it. This demo disc has a point of no return. Did this come out, I wonder? Oh, I mean, hell yeah. So much good music from this era. They have been using that menu confirm sound for decades now. All right. I'm gonna assume that one of these is just normal single player. And I'm guessing each one of these has like a different like garbage sending ability or something, I'm guessing. My first exposure to Puyo was actually Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Back before, like, that was the only version of Puyo that I knew. I didn't even know that it was called Puyo Puyo prior to that. I don't think anyone did. And man, the amount of time I spent playing that game. I probably played that game as much as I played just like normal Sonic the Hedgehog. This is also kind of crazy because we're only playing with 3 colors here, which means that like some of the combo there could be some devastating combos if you play this right. The thing about Puyo Puyo though for me is I never really learned how like to properly set up combos. I basically just try to make groups of 3 and then hope that the rest of it kind of falls into place later. So we'll counter that. Oh, I don't know. Okay, are the Suns this version's? Okay, it's okay, that's their trash. Easy enough. All right, let's keep on going. Is it gonna let us? Is this demo let you play? There's no way the demo let you play through the whole island, right? It's like 15 stages. That's a hell of it. It's basically the full game at that point. All right. This right here, I will say, is my preferred technique. Is just start things off by filling out the columns on the sides. And then we can basically start like building down. Like it's kind of an easy way. At least to me, it's an easy way to like build like unintentional combos without needing to do like so much work for them. This will surprise no one, but I was extremely excited when Puyo Puyo Tetris was released. like the fact that they released a combo hybrid of my 2 favorite puzzle games together. And not even just like a random like combination, like literally like the games like interact with each other and have like different mechanics and shit. Like that game's crazy. Wow. Okay. Ooh, boy, second opponent does not fuck around. I don't know what button to press to continue. I don't know what button to press to continue. None of the buttons continue. They only just count down. I guess that's how they make it a demo, is they remove the continuability. This demo cannot return to the main menu. You will have to reset your PlayStation. I think we found the reset, but wow, does it really just like hard crash out? That's okay. I don't think you could release a product like that today. I'm pretty sure your thing has to work from start to finish.
Kick, a punch, a punch!
All right. Well, knowing that that's on there, I probably, if I had this disc as a kid, I probably would have worn it out. All right, let's see what's going on with Kaz Hirai. What do you got for us? You're going to show us Ridge Racer? And we'll just steal the soundbite from THX.
I've been with Sony since 1984. I actually started out at Sony Music in Japan doing legal and business affairs work, negotiating agreements, drafting contracts. Then I moved on
Can we clear the set, please?
New York to promote Japanese artists in the American music business. Then I moved on to the PlayStation business. And I've been with PlayStation now for about 2.5 years. Both businesses depend on good software.
Yeah, this disc is
if you don't have
way
good
later.
music, good artists,
if we're showing
you're not gonna be
Crash 2.
successful in the music industry. That's also true in the video game business. Unless you have a good developing team, good artists that bring out compelling, exciting software, you're not going to be in this business for very long.
Hell of a game.
If you look at the PlayStation today, it's best described as being the #1 video game platform in the United States and around the world, for that matter. No matter how you look at it.
Can we
whether you're
take that
talking about
again,
the installed
please?
base,
Clear the set.
Number of hardware units that we have, the number of titles that we have, or if you're talking about the pricing on the hardware and the software, you know, we're always in the leadership position.
Jerry Maguire.
No matter which angle you look at it.
All I saw in that was Jerry Maguire.
The thing that I think we're doing different from our competition is making sure that we are delivering what the gamers want. Making sure that it's a challenging game, that there's discovery, and that there's immersion, that it presents the overall entertainment value that everybody is looking for.
That there's very obvious input reading, as could be seen in the Defenders. Oh, here we go. How do you get a job at PlayStation?
One of the things that I'd like to see in this industry is the ability for the industry as a whole to find and nurture new talent, whether it be artists, whether it be programmers, to be able to push the boundaries of video gaming and game design. We actually have a program called Net Yarose, which allows our Net Yarose members
to saw some of this last week.
Games on their own PCs and share it with other Net Yarose members. And that is in fact our attempt to nurture the future talent in this video game business. What I've learned from Net Yarose is that some games on Net Yarose may not look visually appealing, but there's something in those games that
the reviews are in.
Players like myself to spend hours on that particular game because there's something about the game that pulls you into the game, and that's the depth of the game. It's also the concept behind the game, and I'd rather spend time with a game that maybe is not so beautiful but has that you know, that immersive quality to it.
Oh man, Cool Borders 2. Jesus, this game.
What I've learned in this business is #1, never to be complacent. Always be at least 2 steps ahead of your competition, because being one
Their
step
audio
ahead,
mixing is all over the goddamn place in
Even if you're in a
this.
leadership position, you need always to look at yourself as being a challenger.
Visuals are
you become
yeah.
complacent, and once you become complacent,
Yeah, now if you have, God forbid, anything even slightly yellow, like any yellow lines, people immediately put you on fucking blast for over-tutorializing.
everybody else is going to pass you by so quickly that you won't even know that you know what hit you. One of the favorite ways actually for me to keep in touch with gamers is to actually go to video game specialty shops, you know, just chat with some of the people that are playing the interactive displays, and you know, just ask them, so how do you like this game? You know, what do you think could have been done better?
Back where it all began.
Because you know, they really know what they like, what they don't like. They're also very honest about their opinion, and I value that very much.
Over or under, how many people do you think recognize Kaz Hirai more than that dipshit from FaZe?
You know, I always try to spend time looking at emails from gamers. I spend time trying to also look at.
I mean, there are still stores like this. I mean, honestly, the store, the actual like the literal layout of the store does not look much different from like GameStop's do. But there are. Well, at least where I live, like there are still, you know, a handful of retro shops and things like that. I think that, I guess maybe like, I don't know if this is a result of just being like older now or something. It does feel like the spirit of them has maybe changed a little bit or something. And I think that has to do more with just like how, you know, everyone knows what video games are and everybody plays them now. And so maybe it feels like it's not as special or something anymore. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. It just, the level of discovery I think is a little is different. I go to get told I should become a member to get store credit. Yeah. Yeah, you go there to trade in like 18 games and they give you $5 cash for them.
That's more important to me in improving our business than some of the compliments that we get. I have to tell you, I love the PlayStation Underground. And I'll tell you why I like it so much.
Can we get someone walking in the background,
why I love
please?
it so much. It gives us the ability to communicate with the video gamer in a very unique way, so that you can keep up with what's happening in the PlayStation world. Most important is we are able to get your feedback,
tons of sports titles for every system in every one of these retro shops now.
As your video game platform.
Well, cause I feel like you guys have done a pretty good job, but maybe lost your way in a couple spots. Electric Pickle, thank you. Thank you so much for the resub, my friend. How's it going? Yeah, no, of course the sports titles got traded in. Like why would you, if you're the kind of person who cares about sports games, why would you hold on to the old one? All right, here's the real meat and potatoes right here behind the Jesus Christ. Oh God. Okay, all right. Well, I guess we'll look at the car game. Oh God. I'd rather play a League of Legends fighting game
the
than
automotive world is wondering
ever care about Gran
Turismo. The
Turismo.
hottest racing game ever. That's what one magazine called Gran Turismo from Sony Computer Entertainment Incorporated.
Here's what Gran Turismo is good for. Gran Turismo is good for blowing the minds of people when they see what graphics are going to be like on the next PlayStation. That's what Gran Turismo is good for. That is what it has always been good for. It has always been like the new, holy shit, look how good this game looks. Because it's a racing game and you don't have to render that much. So you can make the cars look really, really nice. You know, like there is still a little bit of smoke and mirrors, song and dance there. But that's how I've always known it. I still remember the demo for Gran Turismo on the PS3 and thinking that video games would never look better than that. You know, like for what it is, you know, it does the job.
We went across the Pacific to give PlayStation.
Look at this sad fucking, oh my God, this office.
Finding the development team wasn't hard. Most of the members.
Oh no! Not video evidence of crunch.
Really get out of the office. Many have been working on this title exclusively for 2 to 3 years.
Compared to others, I get to go home more often. Although in most cases, I just go there to take a shower.
Jesus Christ!
I went home 2 days ago. I usually go home twice a week. I've been planning this game for 6 years, but there was no technology right for it until Sony released the PlayStation. At that point, I felt very lucky. We assembled this team as we created MotorTune 1 and 2. Those games were experiments for certain features in Gran Turismo. I wanted to make the ultimate racing game for motorsports and automobile culture.
So I denied myself the pleasures of any outside motivation or life.
With dozens of customization options in 8 different categories.
Yeah, they let him go.
11 racing tracks are included.
Yeah, that guy that said that he went home 2 days ago was immediately fired upon release of this video.
For example, if you make a minor adjustment in suspension, a car tilts differently in the corners. Each car is modeled to handle just like its real-life counterpart. We measured and simulated to the degree of millimeters. I know of no other racing game that has gone this far.
A thing that they still do. Well, not that I don't even know when the last Gran Turismo happened.
To the cars that appear to occur in real time using environmental mapping technology. There are tons of racing games out there, but they have just pictures of cars. I think ours is the first one where you get the feeling that the actual car is there in the game.
My partner and I are responsible for capturing the car sounds.
Assetto Corsa?
We needed the real sound of different cars and recorded over 40.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
I was the one who got into the passenger seat with the DAT recorder and the microphones. I've probably done close to 200 laps on the speedway.
The big challenge is where to put
I do this instead of going home ever.
One went inside the hood.
I don't remember what my wife's face
as close
looks
to the
like.
exhaust pipe as possible.
I put the best car I ever owned in the game. I bought it just after college, a Nissan R32 Skyline GTR.
A Pinto.
Unfortunately, in real life, my car passed away after a huge crash. I feel like crying.
Passed away? Who's responsible for this translation?
Tail slid 300 to 400 yards, bouncing rail to rail. When I finally stopped, the entire piece of the car in front of me was gone.
I don't have a car now, but the great thing about this
My
game is you
crankshaft
can
went
try
to
out
heaven.
Lots of cars and decide what you want. It's a simulator for car buyers.
My car
That's
had
what's
pink
happening
hair.
behind the scenes at Gran Turismo.
Sadly, my car lost 113 races in a row. The real driving simulator is a hilarious tagline. Well, thank God those poor people put in so many, guarantee you, underpaid hours. All right, what kind of cheats and saves we got on here? We got stuff for Ghost in the Shell, a fighting game that's just called Versus. This was back before SEO mattered. What the hell would they be? What would you download for Parappa the Rapper? If you want to rap solo, this Parappa the Rapper download gives you all 6 levels saved and finish with a cool rating. Okay, so it's just 100% save. In the load menu, you'll have access to a secret bonus track titled Casey and the Sunny Funny Band. An extra cheat which shows the girls dancing. I actually don't think I knew about that. Interesting. All right. All right, what's over on the old R&D department here? Not more! God fucking damn it, Twisted Metal!
A lot of you have been telling us you want to know how games are built. In the next 4
but not
issues,
this
we'll show
one.
you in a way that no other gaming magazine could. Get ready for a PlayStation Underground exclusive. It's a new feature called Software Development. We'll walk you step by step through the inside secrets of making a PlayStation game.
Good catchy name for your feature.
Just watching. This new feature is a short, hands-on tutorial. As we build components, you manipulate them using your controller. And we invite you to give us suggestions and feedback that could help shape the game.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that we were on the clock.
In part 1,
I need to
learn
get my
about
sleeping
game
bag out
design
here.
and working with a 3D model. The issue after that, we'll show you how an animated world is constructed. Part 3 lets you put a character in motion, working with collision detection and game physics. And in Part 4, you'll add artificial intelligence, special effects, and sound.
I'm already there,
By the
bud.
end, we'll have developed a game you can play, and if we liked your suggestions, your name just might make it into the credits. This could open the doors to
We
a world
just
of game
might
development.
credit you for the
Just
work
be
you've
here
done.
over the next 4 issues. It's inside training, and only PlayStation Underground CD magazine subscribers will be getting it.
At the time of this production, there are literally no laws in place to guarantee that you'll get due credit. All right. What about the tech Q&A? How many? Oh, we don't. Wait a minute. How do I know what we're talking about unless I see a CG Scorpion?
Every year,
More Cool
hundreds
Borders,
of new
Bloody
PlayStation
Roar.
games get released in Japan and Europe. Many of these games are chosen for licensing and distribution in North America.
Intelligent Cube is a game that I've tried playing several times, and I don't know if I get it. I remember it being a game that would show up in magazines a lot, and tends to show up on like underrated PlayStation lists and things like that. But I don't know. It's a puzzle game where I feel like it hasn't like clicked for me, like whatever like the big like thing about it is, because it seems really straightforward and kind of simple.
You're about to meet some of the people at PlayStation who search the world for the best games to import. You'll learn how that search is conducted.
Bad example.
How an overseas game is made ready for North America in a process called localization.
You can't say the best
search
games
for
to
new
import
games
and then show
starts
Jersey
here with
Devil.
PlayStation's manager of software licensing in the U.S.
We basically comb our markets worldwide to find the best products that are available. We really don't restrict ourselves to U.S. Or Japan. Or
Hey, do we have enough ads for Gran Turismo on this disc?
All over the world. I have counterparts in London as well as in Japan, and each of those people have a group under them. Here in the U.S., 4 people report to me. We are responsible, our group is responsible for bringing in third-party developed software to be marketed under the first party.
Really show me every one of his pores, please.
We are here to expand our PlayStation market, and we want very good games to be noticed. We have a very strong marketing and sales arm. We're here to provide that to any good game that deserves it.
There's this company called From Software. We're not sure they're going to really go anywhere, but they made a cool-looking mech game, so I guess we'll give them a shot.
On average, we sign on anywhere around 10.
They'll probably be a one-hit wonder
per year. First, the game gets evaluated from the context or gameplay point of view. If it doesn't play well, if the players, the producers, the QA people, the people who are really the game players don't like it, it becomes problematic.
Interesting that producers was in that list, but okay.
If it's a totally new genre type of game, such as Parappa the Rapper, we may try different angles, actually focus test it, or bring in people who are not your traditional gamers to see if we can open up a new market.
We're gonna call your mom.
But in any event, we first look at the end user wants or desires. And then if it passes that, we then discuss this with our sales and marketing group, who would be backing us up on the product. And if we get people on board in that end, we eventually get overall management approval. When a product goes through that meeting, before it gets picked up, it needs to really take advantage of the first-party marketing and distribution and show what the PlayStation has to offer. At that meeting, if the product does not get picked up by Sony, the product can still come out in the U.S. Through a separate publisher, what we call third-party publishers.
What we call the black market.
If a game is chosen for first-party marketing support, another team, software
available for import through something called
play.
the dark
In
web.
localization, the first course of action is for the producer to get very familiar with the game and recommend changes that he or she would like to see in the game for the U.S. market. A good example of this might be in Bloody Roar. Some of the changes that we made was to include sidestep as a default move. And we think that American gamers will appreciate that.
Actually good feedback.
From Japan or
you know, this fighting game might be more enjoyable if your character could move around.
By changing enemy AI, artificial intelligence, enemy difficulty.
Corner the enemy as expected. We'll leave the rest up to you.
God, the way that AI now means something so completely different.
A graphic change was in Cool Borders 2. We changed the loading screens from a Japanese anime storytelling type of style to something that we felt was more cool and hip for the American audience. And
some photos of random snowboarders that no one knows.
The voiceover will change as well. Generally speaking, a localization effort can take roughly 3 months.
Go! Get pumped up! Drop in and get 50
I played a lot of this game. This is one of the games I actually
good
had.
New games from overseas never stops. You can help the search by giving these teams your input.
I think the PlayStation Underground subscribers are very aware and knowledgeable about what's out there, and I would really love to get their help in trying to find products that have a wider range appeal to the American market.
I mean, give your audience some credit, but not too much credit.
Underground subscribers, and as such, we have an email address that you can contact.
It goes straight to our spam.
Overseas game you'd like to see localized for North America? Let us know. Email or write us at these addresses.
Please, Underground, attention imports. Bring Puyo Puyo Sun to the States. All right. What's in the old code archive? All right, so we got codes for Cartwheel Series, NFL Game Day, Porsche Challenge. God, oh man, lots of fucking sports games. Armored Core. This code will let you change to a first-person. This code will let you change to a first-person view. Are you sure that this isn't just part of the gameplay? Press and hold start, triangle, and square simultaneously. Okay, I guess that is strange that works like that. But how on brand for FromSoft that it would be some fucking insane button combination to get into first person mode. And then of course Twisted Metal 2 has to be on here. Adidas Power Soccer. Wow, just a whole list of stuff. Oh wow, there's actually like sub. Wow. Okay, there's a decent amount of stuff on here. I guess they just like kept adding on to this more and more. Hell yeah, Jumping Flash. God, every time I see Jumping Flash represented on one of these discs, I just want to go play it. All right, what's in the old bulletins? Let's get some user feedback in here. PlayStation.com. We have a website, baby. Check out the redesign of our homepage. Look at all these fucking colors. Thanks to all your input, we put the hottest information about the latest and greatest games, cool PlayStation sponsored events, and sweepstakes up front and right at your fingertips. Also, by being a member of the PlayStation Underground, you can sign up for our new email information service and create chat rooms and sessions with your friends or meet new ones. And as always, we are here to listen to what you have to say about the PlayStation Underground CD magazine and how we can continue to make www.playstation.com serve you better. Okay, yeah, like the hidden codes. Obviously, I'm going to look up if there are hidden codes available for this. Threads with a Z, baby! That's how you know we're in the 90s. Now you can really kick butt knowing that yours is well covered. Show me the merch, baby. All right. We got a red windbreaker pullover for $55. That's in like 1998 money, so that's fucking expensive. A light gray long sleeve tee. Oh no, sorry. No, I guess it's just long sleeve shirt. I guess that's technically a polo. Hat with the PlayStation logo on. Boom, done. Like that's all you need. It's such a good logo that just works on anything. $150 varsity jacket. Fuck off. Listen, I love the PS1. Not enough to do that. PlayStation CD travel case, man, oh god, CD travel cases were actually a thing that you could buy. I actually had one or two of them. Oh, you can also get this one with a slightly different logo on the front. Watch. Quarter zip black polo. Man, there's a lot of stuff here. Turtleneck with PlayStation on the neck. Gross. I don't know why anyone wears turtlenecks. They're so uncomfortable. They're so uncomfortable. But I also have I have a thing about like fabric touching my throat at all. So I don't know. I guess if you have the opposite of that, they appeal. Parappa ski cap. Fuck yeah. Now we're talking. $13 for that. That's not bad. Cool Borders. No one bought this. No one bought this. I think we were the only family that had a copy of Cool Borders 2. This game was not that popular. Jet Moto Stripe T is not all that is not that dissimilar from what I now wear on the regular. I probably get that. Blasto! See, I mentioned this last week. They put so much fucking money behind Blasto, and it's garbage. And Twisted Metal, who fucking cares? Micro Strike T. God, there's too many. I'm getting overwhelmed by the amount. There's too many options here. I wouldn't hate one of those. I don't even wear hats that often. I just like the designs. Mesh tank. You know, that one, you gotta have one for the basketball bros. All right, mesh shorts. Oh my God, how much? Yes! Ha ha! Now we're talking chain wallets. Chain wallets and portable CD cases. Call 188 Pasunder. Get yourself one of these bad boys. Man. I've never had a chain wallet. I think I've had like the same basic kind of wallet my entire life. All prices quoted are US dollars. To order, call 888 PS under. Shipping. All right, yeah, what does the shipping look like? Following shipping charges via UPS ground will be added to your order. $5.75 for up to 50, $7.75 for up to 100, and then 8%. Just a flat 8% over $100. Sorry, kids, you got to do some math for your varsity jacket. And merchandise returns. All right. Speak your mind. All right, here we go. Let's get into the comments. Let's get into the comments section. Students Connect. I'm a 7th grade teacher, and for the past 2 years, I've been holding after-school PlayStation tournaments. These sessions have been a great way for me to get to know my kids and for the kids to get to know each other. KK from Farmington, New Hampshire is probably in prison now. Demos help. By looking at screenshots of games on a regular magazine, it doesn't really persuade the reader how good a game really is. But after playing the demo of that game, it changed my interpretation of that game. Thanks, MM. Very well spoken. Open it and... When I put in the first CD, I couldn't believe my eyes and ears. As soon as it loaded, it was non-stop action. Just got my 3rd installment of your great discs and wanted to say that they amazingly just get better and better. If the PlayStation was a woman, I'd marry it. Chat, is it gay to marry your PlayStation? PlayStation Underground is the best magazine I've ever seen, as it makes me feel like a reborn teen. I just want to say that I love the last issue with the playable Parappa the Rapper. Even though it was a small sample, I played it over and over. See, that's a normal comment. Yeah, reborn with an E. The hidden features, even though all the secrets are printed in the next issue, it seems like a waste. People want to play games, not look for hidden stuff. I don't know anyone who's sick enough to actually sit around and mash buttons trying to find something. See, sometimes I have a hard time believing that some of these are real. Given the time, I guess, I don't know, maybe if you look at the way comment sections are now, maybe it's not that unbelievable, but there's something about like calling out very specific things like this, which is just like, who would interpret trying to find hidden codes as like sickness? I must agree with the other members that the subscription should be more often throughout the year. That's the proper Reddit. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's agonizing to wait when you know a due date is near. My disc can't come fast enough. But it wouldn't be. But you would get less stuff. Like the amount of like behind the scenes like content interviews and stuff. Like that's why these things took time. That's why. Meanwhile, the official PlayStation magazine, you know, the Jampacked discs, those were just straight demos. Like they didn't have a lot of this video content. I much prefer these. Maybe back in the day, I probably would have liked like more demos. But now, like thank God PlayStation Underground existed, because like this is way more interesting to me. As someone wrote in that you should take out the music videos, I think you should as well. It doesn't really go along with gaming unless maybe you have a band play the PlayStation version of a game's music. That's hilarious because in some cases the PlayStation version of the music was literally just the music because it was CD audio. But also I don't disagree. The last music video got my VOD muted. Well, without music videos, it just wouldn't be complete. Add more, I say. Lots more. Make them techno, too. Find these bands and make them a part of what PlayStation should be. The future. I think it is so cool that a video game company has finally made its own magazine. You've definitely gone beyond the bounds that I had hoped for in this mag. Send us your comments. If you like, grab a video camera and record what you have to say. Yeah. We invite you to make any sort of offbeat video about PlayStation. We might include portions of it in a future issue. Oh my God, please let there be home videos from random gamers on future discs. Oh, oh man, that's a treasure chest if that happens. In the next few issues. Oh yeah, I don't want to get spoiled. All right, credits and fine print. All right. Let's look up and see what hidden shit is on here. Let's see. This is PlayStation Underground 2.1 codes. Let's see what we got here. To access code denied. Circle, triangle, triangle, circle, square, circle, triangle, circle. What? Circle, triangle, triangle. You're very close on the package code. Maybe you're reading it in the wrong order. Oh, excuse the hell out of me. So instead, circle, triangle, square, triangle, triangle, circle, circle, circle. There we go. You've been with us from the start. Congrats on having all 4 issues of the CD magazine and cracking the package code. Now you can be the first to get a PC screensaver of original concept art and sketches from the top PlayStation games. It's the kind of insider access exclusive to the PlayStation Underground. Just visit this easily findable website. Username Underground, password Insider. Just for shits and giggles. $404. Damn. I thought I was gonna get an exclusive screensaver, and now that's never gonna happen. This was back in the day where that was like something that mattered. Was getting like screensavers and wallpapers. Okay, there are music videos on here. Oh, there's a hidden commercial at the Code Archive. As much as I'm curious about the music videos, I do hesitate because they will end up getting muted, and I'm gonna have to end up like editing these VODs.
Get inside the game with MTV's Game Brain. The first official PlayStation strategy guide on home video. Master the latest games.
On home video. Get a VHS tape of tips and tricks for all your favorite PS1 games.
Best strategies, plus 3 free issues of GamePro magazine, MTV's Game Brain. Increase your genius.
Wow, I wonder if there are copies of those flying around somewhere. What was it? MTV Game Brain? Yo, they've just been straight up uploaded onto the internet. Okay, all right, we'll make a note of that, that we should watch one of these at some point. Oh, this is... See, oh God, there's so much stuff. There's so much cool stuff out there. Okay, cool. All right, we will definitely check that out. Have I really only been streaming for an hour? I feel like I've been here all night. There's been so much stuff that we've looked at already. Okay. Found the secret web page. I think that's it. Man, I don't... Oh, that's on disc 2 anyway, so we couldn't even see it if we wanted to. Apparently, there is a hidden preview of Tomba on here. This is a great intro animation for this game. Both Tomba 1 and 2 on the backlog. And now that this game has been like, you know, has been released on, it's been remastered on PC. That'll be a very like nice and convenient way to play through this. Not that there was anything inherently wrong with the PS1 version, and for all I know, by the time we actually get to this one, maybe I'll still play that one anyway. It mostly just comes down to convenience, really. Because I always say, like, with the backlog, like, the whole idea is to play the games as they were intended. But if a remaster comes out that makes no, like, discernible changes to the gameplay, it's just a little bit easier to, like, save and load, like, I'll take it. Alright, I mean, that'd probably be enough to get you hyped about a game that is going to end up being extremely rare and difficult to find a copy of. Alright. That concludes everything that is on this disc. So let's see what demos came out on this, just, you know, just for thoroughness sake. That fucking static. It's so goddamn loud. Yep, that's how doors work. Jesus. Let me at the games. Such a violent attempt, or approach rather. All right, we got Hot Shots Golf. There's a new one of these out right now. Everybody's Golf on Steam. Bloody Roar. Oh, goody. Spawn. NCAA. There's always a fucking football game on one of these. A game that is extremely difficult to search even now because of how fucking search engines work. The PlayStation version of Command & Conquer Red Alert. Very good. Basketball. Saga Frontier. Nagano Olympics. Hang on. Okay, Vigilante 8, the other car combat, vehicle combat game. There was a third called Rogue Trip. That was the one that I had. Yeah, I'll take one game, please. Let's play the demo for Spawn. Let's look at how awful this is gonna fucking be. This works well as a as kind of like closing the loop from last week, because we got to see like how they made the characters in this game in a very, very dumbed down, missing too much detail presentation. You gotta love like the delay to the loading screen. It's gotta load the loading screen. We're just jumping right on in. They didn't even bother putting in a menu. All right, great. Okay, right away this has tank controls. And it becomes a fighting game. Here's the thing about Spawn. It sucks. It's like Sub-Zero mythologies. Curious how they're gonna animate the cape. They sure did. Look at how close the camera is, and just like how. Oh, okay. We can go. We have a little first-person camera. Of course, the y-axis is inverted because everyone was wrong. Oh, we can combat roll, and we can do a quick turn. Okay, maybe this game isn't so bad. Who does this serve? The edgiest of edgelords of the 90s. Anyway, we're dead. Available now. Fuck that game. All right, well, there you go. Oh, God, do we look at the music? Fuck it. Fuck it. Pickle, you missed it. Last week, we unlocked ska on one of these. I may have called you by name. All right, that is officially everything that is on that disc. So what do you say we just jump right into the next one? Yes. Okay, so if that's volume 2, issue 1. Okay, that's volume 2, issue 3. This just says number 4. So maybe the first ones, maybe that's what it was. Maybe the first ones were just number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, unfortunately, it did get the VOD muted, and then I preemptively just went and just deleted it from the VOD, from the YouTube upload. So, unfortunately, you are out of luck. It was like punk ska. It was okay. It was okay. It had 2 trombones in it. Okay, so let's see what PlayStation Underground number 3 is. So I wonder if this is just like issue 1, volume 3, so we can kind of be back. I can't believe that track was in the database. Hey J-Dub. I mean, it was enough to get flagged by Twitch, so you know what am I supposed to do? Apparently they have everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if the last like 10 minutes of this VOD end up being muted on Twitch, and I'm gonna have to go and edit that stuff out. I will not be shocked. All right, let's check out what I think will be an earlier disc now. I think we might be back on the proper timeline. I think this is going to pick up from where we left off last week. Okay, yeah. So this is the intro that we saw the MST3K guys doing their shtick over. All right, so we went slightly out of order. It's fine.
You're probably wondering why I brought you here, sir.
Everyone knows we've got one of those, Jenkins.
No, not that, sir. Over here.
Love the stock sound effects.
We found them playing it inside the ship.
Good God! Well, were you able to retrieve any information from it?
That's what I need to show you, sir.
Here's what we found 8 frames of animation, sir. Oh, very nice transition into the Okay, yeah, all right. So we are back on. Yeah, this is more like it. Yeah, hell yeah, the event center's back. All right, let's get in it. What's in the old vault? This is usually like a couple of demos. Let's get the fuck out of the way. Oh, yeah. Okay, so on these first ones, it would just be the demo. Okay. Demo for Parappa, demo for Steel Rain, Armored Core. Oh, okay, yeah, there's Intelligent Cube. You know what? Let's play the demo for this. Let's see if anyone else can make heads or tails of how this thing is supposed to work. I am pressing X. Does the thing have a dual shock? No. Did this just maybe just not work? I'm fully stuck here. Okay. I guess we're not going to look at Intelligent Cube tonight. We'll take a look at it on another night. We do have, like, next week is the week of weird. Is the theme. I think that's next week, or is next week fighting games? I already don't remember my own schedule. But Intelligent Cube absolutely falls into that. Oh, hang on. Someone slowed down the Venga Boys.
Like your typical sound engineer, started out in bands in high school and recording, basically, and was more interested in what was going on the other side of the glass, so to speak. So I went to
Buzz
Berklee College of Music
Burroughs.
and studied audio engineering.
What a hell of a
and then
name.
headed out to Hollywood and basically paid my dues in the recording studios, getting coffee and running errands. I started out doing some consulting.
What was going on in that recording
build a recording studio, to build this facility, to do what I needed to do. A big part of my job here is sound evangelist, to go around to the producers and be involved.
You are not my dad.
Realizing how important a piece of the puzzle sound is, and talk to them about, what are their goals for this project? What would they like it to sound like? We go over a style guide, what movie soundtracks, what albums do they really like, and I take that information back and look it over and go through it and then get as close as I possibly can.
Look at all that tech, man.
Now I've got a few people that help me out.
Like, look at all this fucking wire. Look at the spaghetti on his desk.
An amazing sound designer.
Oh, slow-mo and a full camera roll.
An oscillator. He can usually be found in his office doing a typical laser blast, gunshots, footsteps, explosions, except his are always a little bit huger, a little bit bigger than everyone else's.
Huger.
Chuck Dowd.
Yeah, that's good. That's enough B-roll.
And he is primarily a composer. He's doing the score.
No, it's okay. No, I can play more. It's like we really only have room for like 8 seconds of video.
His bag, if you will, is what a lot of the producers
God.
want on their games.
I love video editing from this time because it's like the goal was to make it as unwatchable as possible.
We have a interactive audio engine here. We call it an adaptive MIDI engine.
Now we're
Chuck
talking.
is composing the music for Blasto in such a way that
Fucking
it requires
Blasto.
him to actually program the musical score to interact with gameplay. So as
Yeah,
you
I knew you'd be excited about this, J-Dub.
Attacked by some number of enemies, the musical
Look
score
at just that
will
stack
actually
of shit
adapt to
back
that
there, man.
situation,
Like, God.
Get more exciting, get more intense, get darker. You know, if you're just
what a
roaming
shame that
around
his work is going to
exploring,
be
you'll get
wasted on
much more
Blasto.
moody and just ethereal, and to the point where if you roam around long enough, the music will actually stop for a while, which is actually even more dramatic because then when you come around a corner and there's an enemy, you'll get this explosive music will enter back in. Just knock you right off your seat, so it works really well. Yeah, it requires Chuck to actually program the music.
It requires Chuck to actually play the game, and boy, he's not happy about it.
Issues you have to think about when you're composing musical motifs, but he has to think about each gameplay situation that may arise.
What is on all those CDs behind him, I wonder?
It's amazing how it affects gameplay, how it really just punctuates the emotion. The goal is really to just have the person play the game and go, wow, that was an amazing experience. They might not even be able to put their finger on why it was so much better than the last game they had in their PlayStation. It's just going to be one of those subliminal elements that just heightens the experience. And it just shows the potential that the PlayStation has for sound generation. I think when people get this game, they're going to hear the thing perform like they haven't heard it perform before.
I'd help you out, but I don't have a spatula with me.
This is why I love these discs, because like that was a real dude. You know, like that was like it feels like everyone is like so media trained now, you know, like to be like in front of a camera, you know, like you get people who kind of know how to be like more like presentational and stuff like that. And it's kind of rare that you get like an interview like that anymore, you know, like in an officially licensed product. Right? Like think about like how like scripted and rehearsed like dev interviews are for things like you know, like at the Game Awards or Gamescom or whatever, you know, like they're very produced. They're cut together. It's usually like 3 or 4 people speaking, and they're kind of intercutting between all their stuff. That was just a dude getting to talk about like doing a job he enjoys doing, you know, and getting a little bit into some of the nitty-gritty of it. And that is, you need to like go onto like some rando dude's, you know, some random guy in Minnesota doing music out of his garage, you know, like go find his YouTube channel if you want that kind of coverage anymore. What's in the old behind it? Oh, goody! We're at the making of Blasto. Oh, we're in for a treat.
Grab a mop. There's gonna be guts on the ceiling.
Blasto is coming to save Uranus.
Yikes! Ow!
3 seconds of gameplay. It's just like
of 1930s.
Oh, I don't know about this one.
Flash Gordon, Buck Rogers, that kind of thing, but also with an element of the cartoon side. We just wanted this superhero who was very overconfident and believed in himself so much it was ridiculous.
Oh, I'm good.
I guess if you were to
and
take,
that character's
say,
name
Duck
is Zap
Dodgers,
Brannigan.
Powdered Toast Man and Dirty Harry and like throw them into a blender, you'd come out with Liquid Blasto.
Finish your thought, we're running out of Zoom.
Aliens are tracking up his floor. I guess that's how you could put it.
Hot damn, I'm good.
There he
When
is.
we heard Phil Hartman was going to be the voice for Captain Blasto. It was.
I was wondering if there's going to be
a big
footage of
relief for
Phil
all of us,
Hartman in
'cause he was
here.
pretty much our first choice.
I'm so good.
When we first started developing the character, we'd come up with voices and constantly mimic Blasto how we wanted him to sound. And all of us would say, you know, like Phil Hartman.
Hot damn, I'm good.
Hey, Phil, can we get...
I'm back.
Okay.
This time I brought a friend with me. Let me introduce you to Mr. Fission Blaster.
The game basically takes place in a
One take,
future
Phil.
world where Captain Blasto is protector of Earth and the galaxy, or at least self-proclaimed protector of the Earth and galaxy. He's warned that Bosk, his nemesis, is up to his old tricks again, plotting to take over the Earth, or at least destroy it, and to go and put a stop to it.
If this doesn't kill you, I'm yours on a sesame bun.
Look at the fucking Dutch angle that they filmed this guy at. Like, just...
Ouch, I'd say mankind is up crap creek without a spooge hammer. And now I've got to clean it up.
You look at our game, and it looks like a cartoon. It's like a 3D cartoon.
I'm sorry, spooge hammer?
I don't think there's been the quality animation in a game yet.
We decided to have the levels work seamlessly with one another, because video games that have been done before are always very linear and level based. We didn't want to
I should start doing my streams from that angle.
You would walk seamlessly from level to level to level and be able to go back.
Ooh, now that's gotta hurt.
Put the camera on a pendulum. Anime girl head. Nani?
Vegetarian bat fart propane.
Blasto in his
Ooh,
initial
hello.
stage,
I hope everyone's
don't
right
even
ear
think he was
enjoyed
human
that.
At that point, I was playing around with some different characters, some anamorphic characters. I wanted some sort of a space hero that would be fun, something that maybe had the feel of, say, Duck Dodgers.
Better have a doctor take a look at that one.
Because I really, really love that stuff. But then eventually tried to work it into more of a humanoid type character.
Damn, got you all over my shoe.
We felt that the personality and the character.
Love to design done with the
really add a
anodyne
lot
quips
to
behind them as a...
game that
Oh,
we
yeah.
wanted to do, which was this 3D roaming free environment. So the three of us, you know, pushed around a few ideas with this personality.
When I said they threw a lot of time and money at this, I wasn't making that up. You know, like this was meant to be like a big deal. And just the problem is that the game part isn't fun to play. Like just straight up.
That is a no. I'll take that as a no.
The main challenge of like portraying the artist's vision on the screen was the cartoon sense of the world he wanted to create. And that means like no visible polygons, make it look like a cartoon. The technical innovations in Blasto are generally to do with the 3D performance of the game. We've developed a good system for streaming the levels from CD constantly on the fly. There's no loading time involved.
No loading. Even back in the 90s.
Uranus is littered with extra crispy bad guys. You might want to send somebody up there to hose the planet down. Either that or have a bake sale.
End of video. No, we don't need to write an outro for this. Let's just, we'll just end it. I mean, also, I'm sure Phil Hartman was not cheap either, you know, like how much of their budget went to something, you know, that, not to say that he did a bad job, because you hire Phil Hartman, you're hiring him for a specific reason. You're going to get that sound out of him, right? So like, obviously like that works, but at the same time, what other resources could that money have gone to that could have made the game more enjoyable from a moment-to-moment gameplay perspective? All right, time to drop some fucking event bombs on you motherfuckers. Oh, yeah. We saw that there was a preview of this on the last one. Let's check out the E3 roundup.
What would you do if you could go to a place where gaming was appreciated for the awe-inspiring experience it is?
I'd probably go to Reddit, you know, r/tip of my joystick. That's a fun one.
Where you could feel the electricity in the air. If you're anything like Brad Lynch and Christopher Gordon, you'd know exactly what to do. Play till your thumbs bleed.
Why do I know the name Brad Lynch?
Brad and Christopher are two PlayStation Underground members who happen to live near Atlanta, the site for this year's E3, the world's largest gaming show. E3, also known as the Electronic Entertainment Expo, annually brings together top interactive companies. In fact, over 400 exhibitors from around the world participated in E3 this year. Excitement was contagious there, and at the center of it all was the PlayStation.
Okay.
Our display was the size...
I will not dox this person, but I might know who Brad Lynch is. Not personally, no, but would know through a different online community that I used to be a part of. There is a non-zero chance that's the same guy. That's crazy if that's who that is. That's fucking nuts. I think it might totally be.
Of a football field and allowed 220 people to experience upcoming PlayStation games at the same time. We weren't just content to be one of the largest exhibits there, we had to be the best. So we did whatever it took, even putting showcases off the ground to pack more into our space. Of course, the PlayStation Underground made an appearance too. With such a great setup, we had to share it.
Oh shit, they brought Ramiel!
So we decided to invite Brad and Christopher along for some fun and gaming.
PlayStation Underground bought a fucking angel
at the show who were playing. All in all, the two found the show not a difficult experience to take. Thanks for playing, guys.
Thanks, guys. Sorry I got blasted by a screaming polycube.
Ever wonder what video gaming is like in Japan? The PlayStation Underground flew over to Tokyo.
I played the Yakuza games.
Premier video
I think everyone just plays Super Hang-On all day.
The gaming atmosphere in the land of the rising sun. Unlike at E3, America's video game expo, the Japanese public is allowed in for one.
Is Land of the Rising Sun a cool thing to say? Wasn't that like an imperial? I don't know enough about Japanese history, but for some reason I feel like that is no longer like maybe not the most positive thing. I could be totally wrong about it. I could be conflating it with something else.
As the excitement built up, so did the crowd, which wrapped all the way around the convention center to the other side of the nearby freeway. Quite a turnout. When the doors open, the rush for the games is on.
We sped up the footage to make it look like people were rushing, but you can see they're all very polite and totally fine.
About half its size. However, nearly all of the major video game manufacturers are represented.
Ace Combat 2. All right, hell yeah, let's go.
As we made our way through the show, we could tell which games were the potential hits by the lines forming in front of the kiosks.
Please name them. I want to know if they came good on that.
And of course, the game companies go out of their way to capture a visitor's attention.
Hey, it's Goemon! And I think those are Puyo Puyo girls.
After the show, we decided to do a little game shopping and check out gamers in their natural habitat.
There's a PS1 game that's like a kaiju
There's
themed.
no better place to do that than in the Akihabara district, a 1 square mile shopping area that is to consumer electronics in Japan what Rodeo Drive is to fashion in Beverly Hills. You can get a game fix right on the street. Our conclusion, here at the center of the PlayStation universe, almost everyone is a player. And in Japan, like everywhere else, the #1 system in gamers' hearts and minds is PlayStation.
I mean, it's hard to argue. I'm pretty sure the PlayStation. I'm pretty sure the PS1 was like a massive success in Japan. All right, some downloads for Ogre Battle, Dynasty Warriors, absolutely butter, baby. Oh man, there was some long loading. Oh, I think it's just the 2. Okay. Okay, let me out. Let me out. What's going on in R&D? Oh, the analog controller. We're looking at the DualShock? Oh no, this would just be the analog controller because the DualShock was then its own. Was then a third iteration of this.
This is a really cool controller. It really has a lot of flexibility in the sense that, as in previous games you've created, they supported digital. What we have with the analog is you're able to now fluidly control your game in many different ways. We're starting off in digital mode, and as you see, I'm accelerating. In every bit of turning, I'm actually hitting my directional button. And then when I brake suddenly. As I start in analog, I have a finer control of my driving. As you can see, I can slow down gradually, as well as accelerate at a quicker speed. If you see, if I brake, I can gradually press on my brakes and slow down.
The worst way to do analog controls.
First is your digital mode is indicated without a light being shown.
Anyone who plays with acceleration
right now
on
it
the
supports your
sticks
standard controller that exists today. If we put it into the analog
belongs
mode,
in prison.
Indicated by the red light, we now support these features.
They need to be under constant
by moving the joysticks.
medical
what
supervision.
happens is the developers may have the option to use these as optional features, such as maybe the car honking or looking in reverse.
So here at Activision, we're really stoked to be able to use the analog controller, especially for Apocalypse in particular. Our game involves 360 degrees of movement and firing. So with the D-pad, you can hit, pretty much anything you need.
It's basically a dual stick shooter before that was a thing.
If you want to hit 22.5 degrees to shoot the guy in the corner room that's trying to take you out, all you have to do is put the controller at 22.5 degrees and you got him. And I really don't think anything can offer more control than that.
So here at Fox, we're working on this new game called Croc, Legend of the Gobos, which features this wonderful crocodile who lives in this full 3D world.
And we're going to fuck up these controls by making it tank controls, even though there's analog support for it. It will not matter.
The Sony analog pad makes a whole new experience.
It will feel terrible no matter what option you use.
Rotate, move forward, rotate, move forward. But once we switch in the analog system, you're just moving really fluidly.
In Crash Bandicoot 2, we're using all of the analog joystick.
Wow, Mark Cerny.
If you want to walk slowly...
Shut up! When's Knack 3 coming out?
Basically, just point it in the direction you want to move, whether you're walking or riding a jetpack. I'm really excited to be able to bring this to PlayStation owners throughout the world. What they'll find is that the PlayStation is just as capable of doing free-roaming, dynamic 3D games as any other hardware system.
At China, we've been waiting for years for new input.
Didn't drop it by name, I noticed.
But Sony, by making this dual analog controller, really made a huge
That's how I hold my controllers.
Last week on Underground, I was playing Sports Challenge. I played it using my normal joypad at home.
Like the fucking Incredible Hulk.
In the mail, so I plugged it in. I got like 5 or 6 times farther in the game on my first try.
Yeah, the denture. Yeah, he has polydent on his
the angle
thumbs.
Of the wheels of the car, just like you're driving a real car by the pitch of the little sticks here.
The analog controller allows you, the player, the ability to have finer control in your game, not just on and off, but all the points in between.
Yeah, what I'm really excited about is that we can do this on Sony. We don't have to go do it on Nintendo, but I probably shouldn't say that.
There it is. There it is. There's the bloodthirsty Mark Cerny we all know. That man is gonna make Knack and you're gonna regret your words and deeds. All right, tech Q&A time. We're in the fucking sewers. This is how you know. This is how you know we're in the real shit. Hi. Hi, bud. Oh, the answers are inside this crocodile.
How are those black PlayStation CDs made?
We get this question all the time.
Sorry.
Let's get to the answer.
We all heard the laugh, right?
How are those black PlayStation CDs made?
We get this question all the time.
Hilarious.
So let's get to the answer. We're at Sony Disc Manufacturing, Springfield, Oregon. It's 7 a.m. and they've been up all night making PlayStation CDs. We got a camera inside to find out how it's done.
They've all been sleeping under their desks. One of them says he hasn't been home in 2 days.
Valuable master CDs are made in this room. It's a delicate process. Check out the protective gear. A stray speck of hair or skin could bring a game to a screeching halt later. Your game came from a developer on a special gold CD as a series of zeros and ones, offs and ons. A laser reads this pattern, then flashes off and on to burn it into a glass master disc treated with photosensitive film.
Okay, you know what? Credit where it's due. They are actually putting legitimate information in at this time. Maybe they learned their lesson from the last one where it was all like this weird, snarky, dumb, jokey bullshit. Now it's like, okay, no, here's legitimately how these discs work.
The disc is rinsed. The parts of the film that have been exposed by the laser wash away, leaving a series of pits and bumps in a track. This track is so narrow that a single strand of your hair would cover 40 of its rings. A laser in your PlayStation reads the track, and computer chips convert the zeros and ones into the graphics and sound of your game. The actual CD starts here as a handful of plastic pellets.
It's a handful of blood diamonds.
The hot plastic flows into a stamper where it's pressed with the track.
Every copy of NFL Game Day 97 involves the blood, sweat, and tears of 15 children.
This also helps protect the CD from illegal copying. A thin aluminum coating allows the laser to reflect off the track and read it. And another machine makes sure there are no defects. Not all CDs make it. This material wasn't quite right. It's headed for recycling.
Oh no, shove it in a PS1,
Next,
see what happens.
Artwork is added through screens, one color at a time. Ultraviolet light dries the CDs between colors. Automatic guided vehicles, or AGVs, move the CDs along.
Vehicles.
They help a staff of just 375 employees turn out over 6 million CDs a month.
Wow.
That includes games, computer CDs,
Warehouse
music
robots
CDs, and
taking
more.
jobs as early as the mid-90s.
Sometime tonight you'll go to sleep, but CD manufacturing plants like this won't. And somewhere, hot plastic is flowing, people walk around in shower caps.
Not forever.
Robots are on the move,
Not forever.
and the next hot new game for PlayStation is headed your way.
Oh yes, I couldn't make out it was upside down. I couldn't make out what it was. This is not how we make Dreamcast CDs. No, the way we make Dreamcast CDs is we just take like existing CDs and just I don't know, we'll just burn random files onto it, and then you can just play it without any other setup at all. Why am I going in the code archive? We already know what's in here. It's going to be cheat codes for things we're never going to see. Oh, but you can unlock female commentators. The commentators will now be females with British accents. Oh, what the? How did I end up here? This disc is wonky. I mean, there might be some funkiness going on with the fact that this is emulated. I wonder if I was on a different emulator, if this would be an issue. But I'm also not surprised that like emulator developers don't spend a lot of time testing demo discs. Why would they? All right, let's jump to the bulletins. Underground Online. Okay, same as the other one. Bro, am I stuck in this too? Gee. Wow, this is buggy. Okay, hang on. I'm going to try launching this in a different... Oh, I don't have it set up to do... Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Also, sorry, I've been having issues with my mic with a lot of, like, digital noise on it. I keep trying to move the wires around, but... Oh, man. For some reason, this microphone is not happy with me, and I don't know what I did to deserve it. Sorry, I know this sounds terrible. I apologize. Okay, let me find which disc this is, and I'll just load it manually. PlayStation Underground number 3. Hopefully this just works out of the box. I should have all this already configured. This is not the first time we have had to jump ship to a different emulator. called PlayStation Underground number 3. Disc 1. All right, let's see what happens here. I'm going to reset my mic real quick. I'm just going to...
You're probably wondering why I brought you here, sir.
Testing, testing. There we go. That did it. Okay. Good. Okay, let's see if the bulletins break here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, this is already stuff that we know. It used to be called the Warehouse. Okay, so they've always used the same copy. Sorry, I should show you guys what I'm looking at. All right. There's probably going to be a lot of repeat stuff here. We got the windbreaker, we got the long sleeve shirt. Seen this, the varsity jacket, man. Travel case. I doubt there's going to be anything new in here. If anything, there's going to be less. Yeah, we're already on the mesh shorts. Oh yeah, okay, much fewer things. Man, by the time we get to the end of the underground discs, there's probably going to be like a shit ton of things to scroll through. All right, here we go. Now we got some comments. G. Oliver from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, so you know it's going to be normal. I don't know what was going on through your twisted minds when you came with the Underground, but I hope you keep it up. The best thing about Underground CD Magazine is the cool stuff from Japan. M. Levy, I have these suggestions. Number 1, 6 issues a year instead of 4. Most monthly would be even better, because every 3 months is just too long to wait for another issue. Number 2, didn't bother. How long do you think M. Levy's fucking letter was that they only put in the one part of it? PS Underground is the bomb, says M. Block. And and S. Lambert, with your demos, I can make the decisions right away to make buying games without doing it by trial and error. Even if you only include demos on your disc, it would still be worth the subscription price. But what do? You put tons more stuff on there to keep me busy. Paid chatter, paid chatter. Oh, first time, long time. I really like your magazine. Let's win big. What are this issue's sweepstakes prizes, baby? The fuck am I looking at? Oh, they're speakers. Okay. Multimedia speaker system. All of them are staff. I mean, almost certainly they are. Front speakers with virtual surround. 16 actual speaker height, 16.5 inches. So these are... So your front speakers with virtual surround sound on them are a little over a foot tall. And in the mid-90s. So I'm sure these sound amazing. 80 watts total system power, built-in Dolby Pro Logic surround sound. Yeah, sure. I mean, you can slap labels on things all you want, I suppose. Built-in subwoofer, built-in center channel speaker, built-in surround speakers, built-in VHS player, built-in cable tuner, built-in HBO descrambler. 5 first prizes, PlayStation analog controller. I think I have talked about this before. But it's probably been a long time since I mentioned it. I, as a kid, at the time of the PlayStation, I thought analog was stupid. I thought it was dumb. I thought it was absolutely pointless. I did not understand why the hell you would need these 2 weird wiggly sticks in the middle of everything. I remember trying an analog controller. It might have even been a DualShock at some point, and just thinking that it didn't feel good. Like it was just. Ironically enough, it felt like I had too much control and it was like too sensitive to what I was doing. And I was convinced that the analog controller would be the thing that would kill the PlayStation. I fully thought, and I think some of that was informed by how much I dislike the N64. You know, like that controller is a real monster. And it never felt good to play. And so I think when I saw PlayStation go that route, I was convinced that it was over. Clearly I was wrong, like straight up wrong. Like not even had maybe like a misinformed opinion. Like it was just straight up just like I didn't know what the fuck I was going to talk about. Next thing you're going to tell me you thought the internet was a fad. That one, no, I was excited about the internet from day one. It was exciting and terrifying, and had a lot of potential. And then, you know, we all know now that it was a mistake, but back then, no, I was very much into it. All right, 10-second prizes would be PlayStation Underground caps. These are all solid prizes. I would not want to win the grand prize. I'd much rather win a controller or a hat. All right, here's something you can give to your dog. Premiere Issues sweepstakes winners. Meet the first ever grand prize winner. Oh, hang on, we're gonna get...
We were hanging around Atlanta for E3 when we found out that the winner of the first PlayStation Underground CD sweepstakes lived nearby. So we had the grand prize shipped overnight to our hotel, rounded up a van, and hit the freeway.
And kidnapped that motherfucker.
The whole team was anxiously waiting to meet the winner. And waiting. And waiting. Finally, we reached Fayetteville, Georgia, in the Atlanta suburbs. And there she was, our grand prize winner, Carrie Davison. For taking the time to enter, she won the hottest fully integrated home entertainment center,
mom.
a Sony Maximum television system, specially delivered by two hulky members of our team.
Hulking is giving those guys a lot of credit.
We had to stick around a while to enjoy some good old Southern hospitality. And in the process, we managed to add a new member to the PlayStation Underground family. Nice to have another satisfied customer.
As he throws the hat on the ground.
Enter this issue sweepstakes, and maybe you'll be our next stop.
Yeah, just casually. Yeah. They had the TV on rollers. These two hulking brutes. Yeah, they didn't even talk to her. I mean, there's a non-zero chance that she probably said that she did not want to be like put on camera for an extended amount of time or whatever. Well, congratulations on your Sony Maximum television system. I'm sure that this has found a home somewhere in a Goodwill warehouse. Also some sick jackets. See, like some of the other prizes were better. It's just like I get a full ass video game. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. I thought that. Okay, so the grand prize winners just get a hockey jersey. I thought that they like. I thought they got to play with the Red Wings for a game or something. All right. Well, I think that is it. They just get a full hockey player. This is yours now. Oh, hey there. All right. Let's get tiny spoilers for what's in the next issue here. Oh, good. More Spawn. More Spawn, more Blasto, a bunch of Crash Bandicoot 2. Spawn and more. Oh, tune in next Tuesday for some fucking Spawn coverage, boys and girls. All right, what hidden shit is on this disc? PlayStation Underground 3. Volume 1, Issue 3. There we go. Okay, let's see. There are passwords for Machine Hunter, a terrible game. Oh, wait a minute. Did we go to the... Okay, we did go to the event center. But apparently there is something on here for the PlayStation 2nd anniversary. Which is appropriate enough, considering that we're today celebrating its 30th anniversary. Oh, Is It Cake? They beat Is It Cake by like 30 years! It also didn't stop the previous music. Happy 2nd anniversary, PlayStation. They should re-release this exact same video, but with 30 on it. Well, that was fantastic. And apparently there's a staff photo on here. So let's get a look at the people who made this thing, why don't we? Circle, triangle. Okay, there we go. Hello. Is that Helen or Helene Sheeler, Senior Communications Manager, Sports Promotions? Oh, okay. So there you go. So there's your picture of PlayStation Underground's Rebecca Chambers. Okay, let's... Do I even have disc 2 of this one, I wonder? Oh no, I think I did see it in the list. Let's see. Sure do. Okay, let's take a look at this. And that's probably going to wrap it up for tonight. I apologize. I got a little bit of a late start. I had to do a little bit of side work for a thing. Work is giving it a lot of credit, but I had to set something up for somebody so that they could make use of a thing that I did. The caption was correct. It was an old picture. I mean, as Mitch Hedberg famously said, you know, every picture is of you when you were younger. All right, so we got demos for Cool Borders, Kart World Series, Jet Moto 2, and Fighting Force. And then videos for Tomb Raider's sports feature. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, video games. I need to know, what is sports feature?
There's something new coming down in the 98 lineup of sports titles from the PlayStation Athletic Department. It's a whole new level of graphics and gameplay never before seen on PlayStation or any other video game system. What are the games like? Who's creating them? We're taking you inside to find out. The first thing you notice
Here come the ping pong balls
on the games are the pros themselves. They're kept pretty busy in the motion capture.
2 in a row!
Jerome Bettis and Steve Bono and Tim Brown. We get them down here and we pick the brain. Yeah, we get them in motion capture studio, and then we spend hours going over plays and individual player movements. You're gonna find linebackers.
Oh, I can't wait to put that clip up.
The second biggest influence at the PlayStation Athletic Department is the sports
I can
expertise
sense
of
it,
the
man. I can
developers
feel it.
themselves.
We're all sports fanatics here. We're not just programmers.
Oh, I have seen this video.
Came together.
I know that sounds insane. I have seen this video before. This guy has the craziest eyes in video game development.
Ex-college players or ex-pro players.
He looks so intense.
The developer for MLB 98 played professional baseball for the Minnesota Twins, Chris Cutliff. Kelly
A team that
Ryan
definitely
and
still
myself
exists.
Played Division I college football. Our lead hockey programmer is actually a hockey player, plays twice a week. It makes a big difference when you have someone that understands the game and can implement little nuances into the video game itself.
The result is a first in sports video games.
What's new in technology?
Craig is on a diet of
all
only
new
coffee.
graphics across the entire lineup. It really sets a new.
This poor man has been
level
Clockwork
of video
Orange
game
to watch
realism.
endless footage of
The NFL
sports
Game
games.
98 is the only polygonal football game on PlayStation.
He zoomed in.
NFL Game 97.
Craig, let go of the right mouse button.
One animation would have basically 5 or 6 frames of animation. It looks very flat. Now with polygonal graphics, you actually have a 3D model of a player.
Take a breath, man. It's going to be okay. Someone get this guy some water.
Like 30 frames of animation. You get a very seamless and realistic human-like movement.
Oh, thank God he blinked.
If you're a face-off fan,
Bro needs a hydrate redeem.
What we're gonna have is how good the game looks. We're going to have tons of animation compared to our sprite-based game.
He's the eyes fucking looks close. Yeah, yeah. He's reverse Clockwork Orange. It's like, hey man, you got to lay off this stuff.
We'll have secondary animations for the first time ever in a hockey game. You'll see a goalie, for instance, go down into a butterfly save, and if he doesn't have time to get back up, he'll go in right to a right-hand glove save, which has never been accomplished before.
In Game Day 98, you can rock people. We give you the tools that football players have on the football field. So if you're a defensive lineman, in Game Day 98, you're swimming, just like they do in the NFL. If a receiver's coming off the line, you're the DB, clock him.
All right, that was a good take. Now let's try it again like a human being would say it.
You'll find full polygon action and faster gameplay in NBA Shootout 98, MLB 98, and NCAA Game Breaker 98 as well. And joining the lineup is our newest title, Kart World Series.
That man went on to be
Jack
Jacksepticeye.
at 200 miles an hour. Toward the end of our visit, it became apparent that developing sports games is a game itself, a high-stakes competitive push to put the most realism on screen.
PlayStation Athletic Department is the leader. We're on the cutting edge of not only graphics, but gameplay. Over the past couple years, we've implemented gameplay features like swim moves in a football game, forearm shivers, one-handed catches, total control passing, the first time you could lead or underthrow receiver.
I'm pretty sure 2 out of 3 of those weren't real. I've never heard the term swimming and what was it? Wavy arm shimmy?
The level of gameplay experience. And you can see it. Even our competition has seen to what level we've gone to in terms of gameplay, and now they're all mimicking us.
I've seen all of it. You won't believe the things I've seen.
About pushing for more advances.
Hey, what are you watching over here?
The more you win.
Yeah, let's make sure we get one of those in there. Also, there's cheerleaders in the game. We spent a lot of time making sure that the models are accurate. All right, what hidden shit is on here? More music videos to get this mod viewed. Yeah, more videos to get this mod viewed. Jesus. There is actually a music video on here. Okay. Let's look at, okay, first of all, who wants to see another goddamn trailer for Blasto?
Let's rock. Ooh, now that's gotta hurt.
Never not Blasto. Always be Blastoing.
Yikes! Phone that home, E.T. Better have a doctor take a look at that one. Another job well done. I'd help you up, but I don't have a spatula with me. Bingo! Ow! Ooh! Mama's little baby likes that. Housekeeping! Don't worry your pretty little head. Blasto to the rescue!
That's 2 in a row of closing on on a lady in revealing clothing. Let's see if they do the same thing in this Trash Bandicoot 2 trailer. Wow, that's an old version of the logo. Oh, and this music is not featured in the game at all either. It was a different time, yeah. Wow, this is interesting. Like a lot of these levels like are not laid out this way in the release version of it. Huh. That was some early development. That's cool. That's the kind of stuff that I'm excited to see in these discs is like things that like changed. Because I know those first 3 Crash games very well. And I think like the only level that looked like the way it was in its final release was the what they showed of the bear riding level in the snow. But other than that, all the other layout stuff looked very different. I have great news for you. There's more Spawn. I hope this is the whole trailer. It's just this title screen and nothing else. Damn it! That would have been amazing. That would have been so amazing. Back when Todd McFarlane was a big deal, I guess. I feel like the only reason I knew his name was because of Spawn, and that was it. That's a good place to end the trailer. Just fucking cut it. Just. Spawn, if you want to end your trailer, you add an explosion. Have you learned nothing? All right, let's get this video muted for a second time. Music rights are fucking insane. All right. Well, there you have it. There are 2 more issues of the PlayStation Underground. Some good stuff on here. Some good stuff. I'm still excited for when we get into some of these future discs and we start. Man, I hope we start seeing videos. I really hope we see videos of that people sent in of like asking questions or giving feedback. I need it. I need it. I need it so badly. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that a week from now, we are blessed by the 90s cringe gods. I'm going to say, this is the best idea I've ever had. This, as far as streams go. These are endlessly entertaining. I fucking love this. I love these so much. This might, honestly, this might be a thing that I keep doing even past like September. Like it's too much fun. And especially if we start branching out into like other systems, because they were definitely like demo discs for like the PS2 and the Xbox and stuff like that. I bet there's all sorts of wild, wacky shit on all of those discs as well. So those may be a little harder to track down, honestly, but I will do my due diligence. But there's still plenty of PlayStation Underground stuff to go through alone. This does not even cover all the other demo discs for just the PS1. Like, we're focusing on the PlayStation Underground because they have all this other like video stuff and everything. But I mentioned at the top of stream, official PlayStation Magazine, the Jampacked, demo discs, those were monthly. And there are between all the different demo discs I have, there are 116 files that I'm looking at in just this folder alone. Like just in the PS1 demo discs alone. Like there are so many of these. And yeah, doing this for other systems, I think would be a blast because, like the cameras and the video codecs got a little bit better, but really the style did not change for a while. And I guarantee you there's still going to be like more like weird and awkward, like interviews and stuff like that. And I live for that shit. So we will definitely explore this more. But for tonight, we're going to say that is finito on tonight's Demo Disc Dive Tuesday. I will be taking tomorrow night off, and then I will be back on either Thursday or Friday, depending on just conditions, I suppose, with the second half of our licensed games week. We are going to, just like we did last week with platformers, where we ended up playing 4 different games last week, which was a blast. It was so much fun to, get just like a little small sample of a bunch of different games. And I definitely want to do the same this week, but with licensed products. It's probably going to be a very Disney focus. I did not, what's so funny is that I heard myself say the word blast and knew it was going to get called out. So congratulations. Get out of my fucking head, you monster. Yeah, so next stream is probably going to be a lot of Disney stuff. There were a lot of Disney games on the PS1. I have 25 alone, and I don't even think I even have all of them set up. I owned a fair amount of the Disney games as well, so we will probably check out a few of those. And then there are definitely some other like licensed IP things that are more obscure, more ridiculous. If you missed it on Sunday, I played through Xena Warrior Princess and Pepsi Man, which is, joins the ranks of other soda-themed video games, up there with Cool Spot and End of List. There's probably a Mountain Dew video game somewhere buried on the Xbox 360 arcade or something. But yeah, there's a lot of other like weird licensed shit out there, most of it trash. And we're definitely Fanta Fantasy. We need to go. It's time to end. We got to get out of here. This has gone on too long. Also, I do want to check out this MTV Game Brain thing. I do want to see what the hell that is all about. So maybe, oh God. Oh, there's too much stuff. There's too much stuff to do. There's too much fun stuff to check out. I will make a note of it. I actually have vacation time coming up next week. I actually have Wednesday all the way through the following Sunday off next week. So I will have a couple of free days there. I don't plan on streaming earlier in the day because I don't want to throw off kind of what people are used to from me on weeknights. But I will definitely be able to stream with a renewed energy because I won't have had an 8-hour work day before it like I usually do. So maybe we'll throw in like an extra night next week and do like a watch along of one of these MTV Game Brain things because I got to know what these are like. That is all for the future. For now, let's say so long, farewell, and auf Wiedersehen. And I'm going to send you guys on over to Viria, who is doing some Human Fall Flat tonight. I believe she's streaming with Low Punny. So go send some love over to our bunny friends. There is more in the near future happening with Viria, I will say. Just a little tease for there. There is more happening in the future with Valeno, I will say. There's more happening with some other streamers also. Things are in motion. Things are in motion and things are happening. And hopefully before too long, I'll be able to tell you guys more specifics about that. So look forward to all of that. Please give some love to Viria. I never come up with like a raid message or whatever, but if you just want to say like Blasto raid or something, the planet spins, everything is always in motion. Yes, but sometimes we focus that motion on things that really matter, like how can we do more goofy video games together. I will see you guys around. As always, in the Discord is where, I'll post updates and what's going on. And yeah, between now and the next time I see you, I hope you have a wonderful evening, a beautiful tomorrow, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Adios.